Well, hello, good evening. It's a very hot and sticky evening here in London. We have been encountering some really out of the ordinary weather for this city. Of course, hello, I am Rebecca Nichols. This is my podcast, Royal Treats, and it is very lovely to have you here with me today, and wherever you may be in the world, of course. So many of you tuning in now and from all over the place, and it's just such a pleasure to be sharing with you a window on my world and letting you know what's good and giving you those treats. So today I actually wasn't sure what I was going to talk about, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to come on and do a podcast this week, because I am about to drop literally any day now my beautiful little princess / queen to be. Well, she's going to be arriving, and what a time to be arriving on this planet. We are hitting eclipse season, and so we will be experiencing a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius on Friday, and I am actually Aquarius rising, so yeah, it'd be interesting if my daughter does show up. She'll be a Leo and she'll have Aquarius moon, and I'm Libra, and I have a Capricorn moon, and me as a rising, I'm Aquarius. So we are great, the Aquarians. If you've got Aquarius in your natal chart, we have these big ideas about how we're going to save the world. It's just who we are. But often it can be getting those ideas out and taking action. And it's something that I always have to work on myself. I know myself, and I own my own shit. And I really recommend you own your own shit and own who you are on every level, and that includes the shadow. And yeah, I think having this awareness of self will help us to move forward in life and give us the progress we need to succeed. But if we're unaware of our flaws, or if you could even say that, then we kind of block ourselves in terms of potential. And this kind of leads me on nicely to what I'm going to be sharing with you on the podcast today. I was either going to be self-acceptance, which I think is a massive topic and definitely one I want to cover, or money mindset. Now, depending on your story will depend on how you look at money and what kind of relationship you have with money. Do you say to yourself, oh, there's not enough and I can never have enough, or I have to be careful, and I have to save, and the language like, it's a bit too expensive, or that will never be me, or I'm not really worthy. You see, it's funny, isn't it? What we've inherited through our parents, through our DNA, through our history. Because money and wealth is generally created like everything else on this planet, and it's just a source of energy. So if you're going to have a mindset that is based around lack, then that's what you're going to attract into your vibration, into the vortex, as Abraham Hicks would say, and into your vibration. Now, I manifested £1 million in the lottery. You've heard this story. You may have heard this story. You may be new to this story. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about how that actually happened, and about how other things have happened within my reality since then that have kept me in that vortex and propelling me even forward and more into a place of higher abundance. So I started working on my root chakra, and that's the foundation of who you are as a human being here. It's the basis of your survival, but what can block it is materialism, coveting money, like really wanting it bad enough, more than you want anything else. And the thing is never about the money, it's about what the money can bring you, and the desires and the feelings and the thoughts around money. For instance, it's never about the Ferrari, it's about how the Ferrari makes you feel. You know, so it's always about invoking that feeling now, or feeling that way now, and so that can manifest quicker into your vibration. That might not make sense. But other people might be going, yeah. So for instance, you've got to be acting as if you've already got it. It's already happening. Now, this is something that I go into on my Live Like Royalty program, where we do 28 days of this work, really shifting and getting you in a space of changing your mindset. But also on the Reset program, because it's a root chakra thing, money, it's always in the root. Because the first 3 chakras are physical. They deal with your physical being. The heart is balanced, and then as you move up, you're going more into the metaphysical chakras, where we're dealing with ether, and we're dealing with duality, and we're dealing with divinity. So we manifest in the physical, but we are not 3-dimensional, fifth dimensional. So you're 5D, and you have to think 5D, and you have to think, I've got it all, I have it all, abundance is mine. And the language it used in my last podcast was talking about the language. So, but to be honest, it's not easy shifting. And I tell you why. It takes a commitment to reprogramming your mind, to tell yourself a different story, what you've been telling yourself for a very long time. Now, your brain is only ever responding to what you tell it to do, you know, and the universe is a yes universe, so it only ever agree with what you say. And so if your mind is always about struggle, hard work, grind, this is hard, life is hard, I've got to really work hard to do that and have that money. No, it's never about that. You know, I'm not interested in working 40 hours a week. I haven't been that person since I was 26. And so when I'd made a decision to live my life based on core desires and feelings, and how I aligned with my higher self, things shifted into my reality pretty quickly. And so I started doing work on my root chakra. I had third eye open. I did work on the root chakra, and I just believed that I was going to win this money on the lottery. I just believed, and I know most of us would believe. Sorry, there's the window open outside. I'm ditching perfectionism today. I probably would have stopped that and go, oh my God, I've ruined the whole podcast now. I have to start again. I'm ditching perfectionism, because I want you to know, by ditching perfectionism and aligning with fun and pleasure and creativity and excitement, you will start to see things show up in your life that will blow your mind away. It's possible. But yes, we have been conditioned for so many years to believe that everything is hard. And you've been told a story, and you believe this story, and your parents have told you that story, and the teachers and I don't know who else has told you that story. We're always hearing other people's stories about what life is. And this can be really confusing, really conflicting in terms of like knowing who you are. You might be like, that's not, I don't believe that. And if you look around, you look at other people maybe who have money or have wealth. I have this like philosophy, which is like, well, if other people are doing it, and therefore why not me? You know, if other people have done it, then why is it not possible for me? And this again, something, a video I shared on the Instagram today. It's like we have this idea that
somehow there's other people out there making all this money, doing all these amazing things in the world, and that's never going to be possible for us. And I don't know what separates them from you. Nothing, really. Because we're all here wired to create. But, yes, there is a level of hard work, but it's not, it doesn't have to be grueling and stressful. I'd say like hard work for me is more about passion. Like I'm very passionate about what I do. And that's why I'm here with you, sweating profusely. 10 o'clock at night, because I said to myself I would do it, and I'm honouring my word, and I'm doing it. And I love doing it, and I love being here and being with you guys. And I know it's making a difference to your reality. So it's kind of like aligning with me. It's like when you align with your purpose, and this is where we move and we shift from the root into the sacral chakra, we realise the game is all rigged in our favour. And sometimes we just have to be that child again and looked at life as if it was fun and easy, and we wanted entertaining. And my son's off school right now, and it's all about entertaining and fun, and just I want some fun, and that's all he wants. He's not interested in anything else but fun. But when did we stop making life fun for ourselves? And when did we start saying it has to be this way, and life has to be a struggle, and life has to be hard? Because we started listening to other people and other people around us, and parents and co-workers, and we started watching stuff on the TV, and we just got caught up in other people's shit, and we forgot that we're here to dream, we're here to live, we're here to have excitement. How many people are alive in this world? And how many people are really living and really enjoying their lives? It's a massive difference, isn't there? So you have to ask yourself these questions, and this is something that I can't do for you. I can only share with you some of the experiences that I've had and undergone over the past few years in terms of like what I wanted my life to mean, because life means nothing and we give it meaning. So, we're not here for a very long time. Some of us might get to 70, 80, 90. I don't know how long we're supposed to live these days. I'm now going to have a long life. I want to have a long life. But by having a long life means that sometimes I'm going to have to just take it easy a little bit. I'm not in no race. I'm not in no competition with anybody. Okay? And that I trust complicitly in a higher source. My higher source, universe, God, higher self, higher power, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We all came from the same place. Source energy. We're all energy, and everything is energy. And so when you tune in to your own energy, and you understand your own energy, you emit and vibrate on a different frequency. Therefore, you start to attract people into your reality that are on the same frequency as you. But you have to get there. That's a journey in itself. This is where showing up and doing the work makes a difference. I've got people in the Reset program, and it's only a 7-day program. And this is one of my shortest programs, because I've got programs that are 7 weeks, 16 weeks, 7 months, yearly coaching, and it varies. I created this program because I wanted people to get it really, really quickly, because I know how hard it can be to commit to yourself for 7 weeks or even 7 months to really show up and do that work every day. And I do that work every day on myself, on my biz, for my family, in my home, whatever I need to do to get it done, I get it done, because I know I've got to get it done, because I know how I want to feel when it's done. And that's the desire. Yeah. So you've got to understand and know your desires and your intentions. And so when we're creating the reset, I did it so simply and so effectively that you could get it, no matter where you're from or whatever walk of life, no matter what you believe. I made it so simple that you'd get it. And now I have the coven, which is keeping you in the magic. Because obviously you can do these courses, you can do the programs, you can invest, and you should, in yourself. Personal development is very important. I don't know anyone who hasn't succeeded in life without some kind of support or encouragement or some mentor or some coach or whatever just behind them saying, yep, you got this, you can do this, and encourage them. You know, I never had that growing up. I never had that with my mum. And I've had to be really self-motivated in so many ways. I had to be my own boss and motivate myself to get the stuff done so that I can live the life that I want to live. No one's gonna do that for me. And so this is the reality. To shift your mindset and to attract money, you're going to have to really get to know yourself. And you're going to have to start looking at yourself as a fully realized being with potential to create. With no excuses. No BS, as I say. It's a process of unlearning and then taking on a new language, or we call it reframing in my world, changing the script, a new narrative, anything where we have to give ourselves a new story basically and forget the story of struggle and align yourself with the story of abundance. And just feel that and feel gratitude for that and walk in that every single day. Gratitude changes everything. I mean, I know a lot of people wouldn't want money, but you'll be surprised how many people are blocking that opportunity to attract money into their lives because they keep complaining. And they're saying, oh, I've got to go work. Oh, bills, so many bills. Oh, bills. Got so many. Why have I got so many bills? I'm always paying bills, I'm always paying out. Oh, and it's a misery, and it just goes on and on and on, and they don't realise it. I was one of those people, you know, always complaining about something, always had something to nag about, and it went on and on. But, you know, you realise life is short. And it's even too short to keep complaining about stuff, especially stuff you can't really control. You can't control life situations, and you can't control what maybe goes on around, but you can control yourself. You can control your thoughts, and you can be aware of your feelings, and you can control those too. So that being said, because this lady needs to seriously go get in a shower, a really nice cool shower, and hit the sack, because any day now this child is arriving. But guys, I want you to know you're worthy. I've always said that you're worthy, and if you feel worthy, the universe is going to match you on that vibration as well. So start talking to yourself as if you were royalty. Start acting like a queen. Start telling yourself, yes, I can afford that. Maybe I can't afford it right now, but I can afford that. I will have that. That is mine. Yes, I will have this. You know, really start feeling the vibration of wealth as well. Okay, but also, and this is the biggest thing, huge, massively shifted my reality very, very quickly. Start applauding people with money. Start recognizing people with money, with wealth. Start recognizing it as a good thing and get excited for people when you see people with money. Celebrate their success. Why? Because it's going to allow for you to attract that into your life too. Jealousy and hate and all those envy and all those things, they're low vibration. They cannot match a vibration of wealth and abundance. So just celebrate wherever you see it and say, yeah, well, my time is coming. Hallelujah, God bless you. Have more money. I wish you for more money. Whatever you got to do to celebrate other people's success, do that. Don't be a hater, because you won't get anywhere. I know that. 100%. It's not happening. It's too much ego. Yeah, and don't have money just for having money. Don't want money just for having money, and don't want stuff just for the sake of having stuff. Like, I always believe that for me, having wealth wasn't about necessarily me. It was about what I could do with that money for the world and what I could do with that money for other people. So some exciting things happening hopefully later on in the year in terms of Nirvana, which is one of the businesses I run, but also my charity, where I really want to help London and the youth in London explore themselves and find possibilities. That's something that I never experienced as a child, and really would love to see more children, teenagers, young people, not on the streets, not getting stabbed, because it's really not nice. It's pretty tragic, if I'm honest, and it's heart-wrenching. But really serving themselves and serving their communities and making a difference in the world and showing up and providing value. We're all here to provide some level of value, so it's never about just wanting money. You're here, you have a gift, the world needs your gift, and when you tune into that, you allow more things to come into your life too, including money. So I feel like I'm going to have a breath. I feel like I'm literally going to drop down and just collapse any second. It's been lovely being with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. You could be anywhere, but actually taking time out to listen to this podcast shows that you're really on the path to becoming a better version of yourself. The best version of yourself that you can be right now as well. I'm just constantly working on that. Ditch the perfection, ditch the competition, ditch the hate, the envy, the jealousy. Start celebrating people, start putting more love out there, because that helps massively in terms of abundance too. Yeah. And I wish you an amazing rest of the week, of course. Enjoy the weather if you're here in London, but please stay cool and safe. And I will obviously keep you updated in terms of little Queenie's arrival. And I'm sure if you're on the Instagram, you'll get some info. And any information on the reset program or how to get in the coven, then you can check out the information on my website. It's www.queeninmylife.london, or you can drop me an email, info@queeninmylife.london. I'd be happy to help and get you involved in the programs or answer any questions. You can also book a consultation with me if you're interested in going into any of my longer paid programs. Those are the 7-month programs. Or if you're just interested in having some coaching sessions with me, some people do just have the coaching sessions with me just to get them on the right track and get them in the right direction of where they want to be in life. It's been my pleasure, sending you lots of love and light, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.